So far, they've mostly been able to do that. Although Clark finds space from Clark.
Well, just watch how she sets up Sanaya. So she's casual, and then boom, she explodes to the rim. So she lulls her to sleep, and then she gets...
But Coach Jan Jensen, who coaches the post at Iowa, does a terrific job developing those players.
Last season, we're under 5 to play before half.
Great set by the Hawkeyes. That was some false motion.
2 first-team All-Missouri Valley Conference players. This is going to be nearly impossible to climb back into this thing. Clark.
Ediger gets it down to Caitlin.
Sure, Kylie Feuerbach, Kate Martin, Gabby Marshall, you name them. Anyone with a jersey on is going to be able to at least shoot it when they have space from 3.
Great cut. Clark takes it inside. Marshall taking a peek inside, and a touch to Sonato. A back cut for Clark. And
Northwestern out of the blizzard into more of a player-to-player look.
Now Sonato gets it from Marshall, hands it off to Clark, and lays it up and in. Beautiful pass again by Monica Sonato.
Clark is doing such a good job.
Make that the 6th for Nelson Adota. Oh, nice find.
the back door right there. Well done.
Far. That's Warnock. Passes back to Clark, driving towards the basket, and there
80s in this game. Into Caitlin Clark, who zigzags to the rim, and it rolls off.
The ball because your hands are cold, but players are adapting. The benches are actually heated. I just see Clark get the...
Is going to go inside to Kitley. Backdoor for Clark, and a whole Kitley inside. This is a great setup right here. You take Eck up the line, and then you back.
Cleveland State was charged up in the first half, bringing intensity here as Clark working her way in.
Shut their defense in the second half, going box and one. Purdue is not leaving Clark's sight, but then nice job by Clark being available, cutting into the open gap.
She finds a way to have a lot of fun playing this game.
And we have a lot of fun watching her play this game.
Look at that pass. My goodness, can the...
Kenna Warnock, you lose those players up front. They're a little bit maybe more athletic, though, with how they go 4 and 5. High point total here in the first quarter, too.
Rutgers making Caitlin Clark work for every bucket she's got. No logo 3.
You love these possessions where Caitlin can play off the ball. It works out. That's going to play 7 points. She just needs 1 triple to pass Brittany Griner. Look at the screen. Who says she can't play off the ball? Through the contact. Clark with the back door. Holds her arm as she walks to the free throw line.
You see Jimenez gets caught ball watching. She just goes down. She just goes down hard, shaking it off. Looks like she hit that elbow when she fell down to the ground.
Court offense for the Hawkeyes. Clark patient in the paint, the reverse and one.
To be there as Caitlin Clark went on the backdoor cut and just committing the foul, trying to keep the ball out of the basket. Braun was in the right place, but she had to move her feet, and that's just...
The obvious ringleader with the ball in her hands, but still. Give and go with Martin.
Watch how Clark gives it up, and then immediately the give and go to set it up. Got her foot around.
Martin to a cutting Clark for 2. And another one.
Game is she is showing that she's just as effective without the ball as she is with the ball. As you see her right there making that nice basket cut and finish. The other area against her.
Little thing. She practically drives the bus to the arena at this point, right?
Clark. Nice.
Only missed about 2 in the pregame.
Clark gives to Warnock. Clark beats.
Filio defending. Michigan's top defender in a 2-player game between Sonato and Clark, and it's...
I agree.
Oh, wonderful give and go as Clark inbounds it.
Ball goes in, don't forget the inbounder, and just like that, Clark simply just backdoor cuts. It's not even that hard of a cut, but you catch your defender.
Holding a 4-point lead against one of the best mid-major programs in the country, but Clark...
Clark can't get free, but she will the second time she's fouled hard. And two.
Give it up and then gets right to the rim. You see right there when the block was gone up. A lot of contact there. Yeah, and hit her in the face as well.
Kate Morton to a cutting Caitlin Clark off the glass and good.
Sheet. And it's a 3-point ball game. Caitlin Clark makes it a 5-point ball game. Rebound for Iowa.
Great ball movement right here. Showing that toughness and that confidence battle.
Look off a 30-point double-double for Caitlin Clark. 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist away.
I think you have to love it. If you're a basketball fan, Clark, look at this move. Little give and go in the paint. Yes!
Caitlin Clark with a beautiful cut. We see the pass, but it's the cut that gets her open and then dances around until she gets.
Just about 2 in the pregame.
Clark gives to Warnock. Clark beats.
In her hands, but it was a good effort coming right down, and she was there twice for it. So
Clark backs down the
surely by Iowa's length.
Taylor McCabe is in for the Hawkeyes. Clark drops it down low. Goodman with a lefty layup.
Matchup look, trying to throw different looks at Wisconsin, but also worrying about that foul trouble that they're in with Sarah Williams being so dominant down low.
Caitlin Clark.
And it was just well executed there from big to big.
Clark on the cut and one. Caitlin Clark will head to the free throw line to try to finish off the 3-point play. Second foul on Lou Lopez-Seneschal.
Just really good curl by Clark coming off of the Sonano screen. Defender is
Digit lead, and they have not let Iowa State back in. Clark, we're going to separate right now. Off the glass, Sonano.
Early threes from some other people, but since then, Bromanchenko has led the way. 16 points for Purdue Fort Wayne. Clark gets inside, had it blocked.
Clark coming off the screen. Steps away from Amor. Watch Caitlin Clark right here. She knows she's got a smaller defender on her, and Amor, once she gets her that deep, she just fades.
Last year was, or 2 seasons ago, was first team all Big 12. Clark can't bank it in, got it back, and gets the whistle.
Shooter only 1 of 5 a year ago, but she's now shooting at 38%. But she's proven that she can get to the rim too, moving without the basketball. Finishing an easy to close the gap. She's 2 for 3 from the 3-point line.
on the defensive end, get another stop, get it going the other way. This crowd is starting to liven up.
Curling Clark. Celeste Taylor had 3 before the whistle, talking about fouls.
Yeah, Kevin McGuff really rolling the dice, and the tight curl by Clark right at the bucket. Not a lot Celeste can do. She's actually an excellent shot blocker, but good job by
Clark. The second half, Iowa with the basketball. Stolke backdoor, and that goes
here. Caitlin Clark is going to have a free lane. She's being face guarded, but it comes with the screen by Martin. And again, that's where Bluter, we've seen it coming out of timeouts. We've seen it back to the hotel.
I mean, we are watching as Clark slips inside and banks it.
Against number 8 Maryland, a 9-6 lead early on, and Caitlin Clark.
And the country, both of them with 3-1 conference records coming in.
Clark to Sonano. Sonano to Clark.
I'm an assist.
And it's the consistency that's been so impressive.
Clark gets caught by the double team.
Into a zone, again challenging the three-point shooting of Ohio State. Ricky Harris has answered the call early.
Clark already has a couple. Make it 3.
State first, Ricky Harris against that zone, getting it to go, and then Caitlin Clark on the other side, that left spot, Zora, that you talked about.
Shot clock keeps ticking. Caitlin, 40-piece.
Getting to the basket. Then Iowa was able to blow this game open because they created second chance opportunities and used our physicality.
There she is again.
Dang! Wow.
Swish. The three-pointer.
This just doesn't seem fair at this point in time. Wow.
You think she likes playing in downtown Des Moines?
Yeah. Is on Caitlin Clark. They switch her off to Ellis. And a different defense. Clark left all alone.
And Caitlin Clark makes a pass. You see players kind of pointing. You can't point on the nation's best scorer. You have to get in her. It's uncomfortable.
Clark puts her first shot up.
They know they have a lot to deal with the environment, with the style of play that Iowa has, and just trying to get adjusted.
Caitlin Clark connects from deep.
Iowa has been on fire inside and, of course, out. Caitlin Clark jumper has been contested by the Iowa defense.
Clark will fire from deep.
Leading the nation in points per game, trying to do so for a third time in her career. Clark, a three is good.
Not going
against O'Grady.
You see just a little bit of a screen, barely, and Dew is right there, but Caitlin Clark.
And that will set.
Move off ball is going to continue to be really important.
Fourth turnover for IU.
In her favor that time. Clark on the run. Well, no one's there.
Ronnie Porter led Douglas to the basket perfectly. Ball movement, unselfish play, and wide open threes for Caitlin Clark. Could have binge watched a show on Peacock all the time she had.